How's it going, everybody, and welcome to Stormworks. I'm Jodian, and this is going to be just a little video here on hulls and the fuckery that happens um, when you use different blocks, especially when you use. Oh, I guess I got to go in here to show you. I'm going to be showing you the issues with these blocks specifically, these inverse pyramid and pyramid blocks. And of course, they're representative larger blocks here. When you use these in a hull design, and it's really disconcerting that this is happening because this is supposed to be kind of a physics engineering game, and it's really failing on the physics part. So if you look here at this boat, you can see it's got a fairly sharp hull. It should cut through the water very nicely. It's rounded. And then at the back, it also, I mean, forget the coloring. This is some editing I did just before the video started. At the back, it rounds off a little bit and then goes to a flat back. And I've got 4 jets back here. Okay. Inside the boat, I've got, you're going to have to forgive me because I got to use the F key to move around. Inside the boat, at the front, I've got a battery bank here, okay? And the main power source, if I scoot back here, the main power source for this boat is these 2 nuclear reactors. At the back, the drive is for medium engines, or 4 medium motors. So you're going to see, I'm going to compare 2 boats. There is a little bit more in this boat because this boat was a little more finished. So I'm gonna acknowledge that right off the bat. There's a little more in this boat as far as like interior goes. Like I've got a staircase. I've got, obviously I've got some counterbalance weighting back here, or weights back here. I've got an anti-roll system in the middle. So I mean, this boat does have a small disadvantage as far as the weight goes, but I don't think that's the problem here. So we'll just acknowledge that right off the bat, and we'll move on. Okay. So once again, we have a smooth bottom boat with a nice sharp cut hull on the front, and we're going for a speed test to see what we can get out of this boat. Now, our speed test is going to have to be judged early in the game because as the batteries wear down, of course, our top speed is going to drop. So we're not going to get an accurate reading if we don't check the speed pretty much right away. So we're ready to go. All 4 jets. Engage and get us moving. Alright, so we'll do our speed check, and it looks like we're maxing out at about 8.8 knots. 8.7, 8.8. With our streamlined hull, that really should be cutting through water nicely. Should be. You notice the boat is not that far into the water. It's, what is that, maybe 4, I don't know how many blocks that is, maybe about 7 or 8 blocks into the water? Maybe? Judging from the back here? 1, 2, 3, let's say 3 to the 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7. 7 to 10, something like that, blocks into the water. It doesn't have a very deep draft. We'll just say that. It's not a very deep draft. Okay. So now, with that reading, between, it was about 8 point, what did I say, 8.7, 8.8, something like that? Or 7 to 8 knots, somewhere in there. Anyway, we're going to load up this one. And when I do that, when I launch this one, of course I'm going to lose that other one because I didn't save it without the hydrofoils under it. But anyways, so this one, you can see the front is a lot more boxy. A lot more boxy. It's almost like a brick wall trying to plow through the water. There is a little bit of a curve to it, but it is nowhere near as streamlined as the last boat. The top of the boat is identical to the other boat. I just did a cut and paste, so it is absolutely identical. So you can tell the boats are the same size, they're the same length, the same width. This one, of course, has a squared off back because a little bit of roundness here because I was using the 1x1 blocks only. So virtually everything on these boats is identical, right down to their power plants inside. But again, as I said, this one has a little bit less weight because I didn't put the weight blocks in the back to balance it off. I did not throw in the staircase, which, yeah, okay, that gives a couple of pounds here and there. But really, it should not make that big of a difference as far as the weight reduction goes. It should not make that big of a difference. We have the exact same power plant, running the exact same battery setup, running the exact same generator setup. That should be our main determining factors here. So away we go. I mean, I already hear the arguments that, oh, this one's got less weight to it. Yes, I know it has less weight to it. I've already admitted that several times. But it should not make the difference that you're going to see. Any weight loss should be counteracted by the ugly ass flat square hull. Like, honestly, this thing should plow through water like a tank. It should not do well. Just because of its square shape on the front. Like, that's almost a flat surface, for crying out loud. So any weight loss reduction, any minor weight loss reduction should be counteracted by this sheer boxiness of the hull. But that's not what we're going to see here. So 4 jets on the back. You can see the back's actually wider than the old style. You can see the old back end would have come down right here. So the old end, the new one's actually, this one's actually wider in the back. So you're going to add weight there. It's also wider in the front, so you're adding weight there. So I don't even know if there is an actual weight reduction. But anyways, it's still about the same distance underwater. Maybe a tiny bit less. And here we go, watch. So we'll get in throttle. How about that? 12 knots. With this boxy ass front hull, we're hitting 12 knots. I mean, look at the turbulence off the front hull. Look at the splashing. How is this better performing than that other hull? There's no logic behind this. There's absolutely no logic behind this. I'm wondering if I could do an actual square box front, like just make it a square flat box, and I'm wondering if it would perform better. Just because of this. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm at 12 knots. 12 knots! Alright. So let's take this guy back. You know what? You're going to have to bear with me because we're going to test this. We're definitely going to test this. I have no idea what's going to happen here. None whatsoever, but we're going to test this. Because I don't think it's going to take long. This is going to be the most screwed up test I've ever done. Alright, so let's get the eraser out. Let's start doing some erasing here. I just might have erased half the boat. I don't think I did, but let's bring that back. This is gonna get wild right now. I'm gonna go overboard. I'm gonna go big time overboard. Okay, so I actually want to remove this entire front hull except for the batteries. I'm going to switch to the selection grid because I think it's going to be the easier way to do that. As soon as I move my view up here, there we go. Oh, maybe it's a little too far forward. Maybe there. Okay, that might work better. Selection grid, and we're going to resize the grid because right now the grid is massive, and down here. Okay, I'll bring it up from the bottom here. Okay, so now we can start resizing it proper. Because we don't want to include like the reactor and all that shit. We'll get rid of that. I want to actually take it right back to the front of the batteries. Where do I not grab the battery? I don't grab the batteries there. Okay. And I don't want to grab the upper hull. So we're going to go like that. And I don't care about the floor there. Make her go bye-bye. Okay. And we'll clear that. And then we'll bring this back. So I want to get rid of this entire... kind of ugly rounded front hull. So we're going to do that. So bring this back. And then we're going to go resize the grid. I almost thought I hit reset the grid there. I was going to swear. Okay, so we will get rid of this. Does that go all the way back to... Ah, there's where I wanted to go. Right there. Okay. So we'll cut that. Clear that. Drag this over to here. And cut that. Clear that. Okay. So now we'll get back to building. And we are going to make some fugly ass work here. So let's go over to here. We're going to grab this. We're going to bring it out to here, make it flat. And then we're going to extend that out this way some more. To, I don't know, maybe about there. Fill that in. Now, from the nose tip, we're going to use these guys. Wedgies. Bring them down. So like that. Oh, I want one block too many here. So if you haven't figured out what I'm doing, I'm going to do a completely square fronted boat. It's going to be 100% flat. The whole front of the boat's going to be flat. It's going to be one large wedge. And we're going to see what the performance is out of that. And if this goes the way I think it's going to go, there's going to be people upsetting their keyboards. Or I should say upsetting their desks. Desks are going to fly if this goes the way I think it's going to go. Because I actually think I might get more than 12 knots out of this. Just judging by the physics that the game has been throwing me so far, I may get more than 12 knots out of this. And that would be really sad. Because this boat has no right in going more than 12 knots. That is a hell of a wall of water you're trying to push in front of this boat. But we'll find out. We shall find out. And I, of course, have to close in this hull because it's, yeah. It's nasty. Alright. So I will allow these angles here. Kind of smooth up the edge here. I will allow this. So we'll take that all the way to the front. Probably past the front because I really can't judge from here. And I can't move my camera because middle mouse button has decided to take a walk on me. So this is what I'm stuck doing. We'll block that. Go that way. Yeah, please don't get that on me. Yeah, da 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 da. Whoops. All the way up the front. Something like that. Good enough. And now we grab and close the hull in here with doing something like this. Oh yeah. Good enough. Alright. So now I just gotta fix the front end, which shouldn't be too much of a challenge here. I just have to bring these back to the proper edge. Right now they are a little too far forward. Okay, they're a lot too far forward. There we go. Okay. There. And this corner down here should be closed in by one of these, I would think. Oh, and then we gotta... Oh, I gotta build... okay, well, this is gonna be a little more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. Well, not complicated, but it's just gonna require more work than I was hoping to have to put in. Anyway, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna leave it boxy like that. And we'll see what happens. I'm just going to leave it boxy as hell, and we'll see what happens. Actually, I think it's only going to be boxy up until that one little corner, so maybe I'll just do it like that. Da, 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 da. Boxy, boxy. Come on. There we go. Hey, Oscar, I just heard your food bowl kick off. Get your food. Instead of sitting here bugging me, go eat. You guys used to go absolutely insane when that thing went off. Now it's just your average, ordinary day. Okay. I wonder if I could shore this up by doing something like this now. This is going to be the ugliest ass front ever. But the whole point here is I am sticking to using one by... Why won't you go? I'm telling you to go. Because you rotated wrong, didn't you? Yes, you did, you prick. There you go. The whole point I'm trying to show here is all I'm using is these one by one blocks to make this hull. And we're going to see what kind of performance we get out of it. Just because we're using the one by one blocks. This hull should perform like crap. Like absolute crap. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I honestly don't. So, let's do this. Okay, so we've now sealed the front hull. Wow. Why is it sealed on one side, not on the other? What's going on over here? Ah! My symmetry plane's not lined up. You stupid son of a gun. Oh, bastard. Okay, well, that is fixable. but that is very disappointing. Ay. Okay, so now I basically have to move everything over one block, except the battery, of course. I don't want to move the battery over one block. So we will go to the very edge of the battery here, resize our grid, bring it out, bring it forward. And I don't think I have to. Do I have to grab the whole front? I do have to grab the whole front. That should be everything. I think. I want to say. If I go back further, I'm into main hull. Yeah, so that should be it right there. Okay. Move cut. Bring her over one block. Boom. And why did one block not line it up? Or did it? One block did not line it up. The symmetry plane was only off one block. Why is that not? Well now. Okay, well what we're gonna do something different then. We're going to clear that. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna grab to the edge of the battery. Okay. So we're gonna copy this. Copy. We're going to flip it, which I believe is no, that one, there it is. And we're going to bring it over here. I want the sides of this boat to be identical. And we're going to line it up, perfectly lined up. Okay, and we're going to paste that in. Pasty. Get our nice little merge here. Wabam. Okay. And what the hell's going on here? Oh, we got a line. Got to fill in a hole. Yeah, why is my center plane all screwed up? There. Weird. Anyway, now that's fixed. I can finish the rest of the boat without worrying. Okay, we'll bring this in like this. And we're going to have to delete those blocks here so we can seal this. So we'll have to, okay, let me change my camera view again. Here, I'll have to seal this as well. I don't want to put in too much extra weight here, so I'm going to do this from the inside, just to kind of follow the hull opening a little bit, so I'm not adding too many extra blocks. Because I just need to seal it. I don't need to fill it. It's just got to be sealed. Okay. So this is now a barge. The barge from hell. This should not have good performance at all. So we'll see what happens here. I'm definitely not going to save this puppy because I don't want it. But we're going to see what happens here. You can sink, you can float, you're going to float. Okay, perfect. So remember, all I've done is change the size of the hull, or the shape of the hull, from the last one. I did not really remove any weight or anything. In fact, I probably added weight because I added more hull. But anyways, that's like, look at the friggin' front of this boat. It's floating high. Why is it floating high? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why? I have the sorriest feeling that this boat's gonna be the best performing thing ever. Here we go. Oh, we almost hit 12. Why? Why are we almost as good as the other one? Oh my god. 11 knots. 11 knots! Why? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. This is ridiculous! The only reason it's down to 10 now is because the battery started going down. 11 knots! Oh, Stormworks! Fix your shit! Come on, guys, this is horrible. Why? 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 Oh my god. I'm gonna back this up to the dock. I'm gonna try one more thing, and this could be a desk flipper. I mean, this right here is a keyboard flipper at least, or a keyboard puncher. Something. This is definitely, you know, slam your face down on your keyboard, because the 11 knots. 11 knots. I can't even, my brain just doesn't want to know. It's like my brain's going the fuck. Nevertheless, I'm gonna try one more thing, and I swear, I swear, if this is good performing, I ain't gonna be done building boats. I will be done building boats until they fix this shit. I will be. That'll be it. That'll be it. It'll be no more boats until you fix your shit. Okay, so let's resize the grid. Bring it up to here. Wide. Here. God, I swear if this. I swear. Just need to breathe. Just need to breathe. Okay, this is gonna leak like a sieve, so I gotta fix this right here. We're gonna call this the wall. I swear to God, if this has good performance, I am gonna be so done. So done. Ah. So done. Mind you, the height it was rising out of the water, that flat front piece probably isn't even going to be touching the water. No, you see, it's almost on the lower lip. Fucking box. Here we go. Done. Just done. 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 What is the point of making a smooth, streamlined hull? What is the point? What is the point? What? Just make a square. You can make a rectangle. Slap some engines on the back of it, and it'll perform better than a nice streamlined hull. What the flying fuck? So done. Alright, so that's my video. I I'm just, this is, I don't even know what to say. I can't even put an ending on this video because I'm just so flabbergasted right now. This is ridiculous. What? Developers, fix your shit. That's all I can say. Developers, fix your shit. This is just ridiculous. Number one, I don't understand why this front end is floating so high. It's got to have more weight than the streamlined hull. It's gotta. It takes up more space. What, because it's got more air inside, it actually floats better? Are we playing with balloons now? Did we completely throw physics out of the window? Look, we have a bigger balloon. It floats better. God. So done. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm going to end this video now. This is Jodian signing off. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.